I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I've come to the realization that a lot of people are never ready to accept the help when the help comes to them. So, as many of you know, I run a free Shopify group called Shopify Australia. I run a paid community called E-commerce Circle, and I always look at the difference between the two communities, and this is, it's not meant to sound like a sales pitch, but hear me out anyway. So I see all the people in the Shopify Australia group, and we do like a live call Wednesday, totally for free. I bring Chris McLean to the call, my business partner, 25 years of marketing experience. I bring Andy Selman to the call. He's been like CEO of Luminex Australia, CFO for BTR Nightworks, which was a $7 billion a year company. I bring Chris Filato from our team, who's run a couple of successful businesses himself, and he's just a super smart dude, And even some of the members from our circle team join from the community, jump on and jam with people in this free Shopify Australia group, right? But we get on there, and within 20 minutes, if less, or less, and we're like, tell us what you do. And we look at their website, we look at their marketing, we look at their strategy. And I'm like, here is exactly what you need to do for the next 12 months. Literally exactly, And I'm like, in the next 90 days, you've got to do this. In the next 180 days, you've got to do that. In the next 260, 270, whatever it is. And then the next 360, you've got to do these things. And shout out to Rana for, if you're watching this video, for the way you mapped this out. It's been a game changer for us. But I get in there and I'm like, this is what you need to do. Do these two things for the next 60 days, these for the next 60 days, these for the next 60 days. We can help you with these things. We can do this and we can do that, or you can buy this bloody cheap course for like $100 that we've got, which should be worth thousands, and you can do it yourself. And then if you're still stuck, come back to the free call next week and ask us, or join our paid community and get even better help. But the same people keep coming back every week and don't do anything about it. Like, they will listen to the hour, and everyone's like, Paul, you talk like a fire hose. And I'm like, that's cool, because I want to give people as much amount of value as I can during the time that I'm with them, right? So I'll get on there and I'm like, this is exactly what you need to do. And then people come back next week and haven't done it. but they're in the Shopify group, kind of like, oh, business is crap, sales is shit, blah, 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 and I don't know what to do. And I'm like, last week I told you to do this, and I told you to do that, and then I told you should work on this, and then you should work on that, and it will transform your business. Oh, really? Yeah, that's what we said on the call. And for whatever reason, it doesn't kind of sink in to people, and it blows my mind, honestly, because there's really nothing I despise or enjoy less than watching people struggle and suffer, right? As someone who's been in e-com since 1998, and I've struggled and suffered for a very, very, very long time, it's my mission to help people not do that. And I'm certainly not saying that everybody needs to listen to me, but if you're going to go to an event or you're going to go to something, and you're going to get some great advice, and everyone on the call's going, literally what he's telling you works for us, you should probably go away and do something about it, right? Instead of just coming back to the calls, right? Nobody wants to stay in the same position that they've been at for years and years and years. And there's just something, and I'm seeing it so much at the moment with people, and everyone has their weird theories about the post-corona stuff and blah, 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 and, people aren't making decisions anymore, and that's rubbish. We've got heaps of people in the e-com circle that are crushing it, doing really, really well. They might have had a bad couple of weeks, like everyone else had a bad couple of weeks after end of financial year, but people are doing great, and the people doing great are the ones that are kind of they listen, they come to the calls, they come to the events, they ask good questions. Maybe this is it. They ask really good questions, and they go away, and they come back next week and they go, did the thing, and my conversion rate is doubled, or my meta ads I've got an extra 1%, one more ROAS now, or I sent an email and I did, I had better open rates. I'm like, that's great, it's good, this is exactly what we want to do. But, and I'm trying to be delicate here. I know a lot of people have a hard time. People have anxiety and depression and ADHD and all the other A things that everyone gets labelled with these days, of which I have many of them. Probably not labelled correctly, but when I say not labelled correctly, I mean I'm labelling myself. I should probably get tested for some things. Definitely have anxiety and depression, but to my point is though, like, along your journey, you're gonna meet people who show up in your life, and they're present when you need them to be, right? So you're sitting there, you're in a Facebook group, or you're on YouTube, or wherever it is that you are and you're watching a video like this, and someone comes along and they're like, here is the thing that you need to do to fix your business and make it bloody amazing. And in that moment where you're present, someone is giving you a present. Like, I'm here, I'm giving you this gift. Listen to it, go and do something about it. It'll change your business, everything will be better, your staff will be happier, your spouse will be happier, they'll watch you be successful, you'll make more money, you will know what you're doing, you'll have confidence. Like, it just blows my mind that people don't accept those gifts when they're given to them, I'm certainly not trying to say I'm a gift, or what I'm doing is a gift to you, but, like, this happens a lot to a lot of people. Like, they'll be somewhere, someone will give them, they'll be in the moment with them, in the presence, and they'll be like, hey dude, like, you should just do this thing. Like, I know 10 people do this thing exactly this way, and I see it work, and I ain't even trying to sell you anything. And you should, if you do that, you probably have the same result of these people. And people are like, thank you. And it's kind of like goes in and goes out, and then they go meet someone else tells them the same thing, they meet someone else, tells them the same thing, and this circle, right? Because everything, we talk about the universe and all that, everything's a circle or a spiral or whatever, and it probably explains a lot why people just run around in circles. But as you're running around in circles and you're kind of going up this spiral, because you can run around in circles and not move, or you can go around in circles and kind of go up, right? And as you go up a bit along that, whatever you want to call it, you're going up, you'll get the chance to go up to another level, right? That's why they call it leveling up, so because you started here, you're at that level, you go to the next level, and then you go around in circles a lot, and then you go to the next level and the next level. But if you're not ready to accept those gifts or be present in the present and take the present and implement the knowledge and implement the gift that the people are giving to you, what's going to happen? You're going to go like this and down like this and up like this and up like that. You're not going to go anywhere, right? So I think the point of this video is there's a lot of people that will show up in your life very, very, very often, right? And it is absolutely and totally fine to accept help. You don't need to suffer and struggle and figure shit out on your own and take years and years and years to do it. Trust me, as someone who used to be like that, I was super cocky, young, arrogant, and I probably still am a little bit. Maybe some people go, you're a wanker, Paul. I hope they don't. But I used to go, I'll figure it out, and then I'll figure out my way is the best way, and I don't need anybody, blah, 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 blah. Now that I'm older, not too old, thankfully. Now that I'm older, I wish I just had to listen to the people who had the answer early, right? And whilst their answer might not have been the best answer for me, it was probably better than the answer that I had in my head at that time, or the solutions that I had, So I'd probably be worth a lot more money now, and I'd be living in a bigger backyard than this. Do you know what I mean? So, not to say, I certainly do consider myself very successful and very rich. I have a beautiful wife and 2 beautiful kids, and we live in a great home, and we move into a better home, and I have amazing people in my life. But my life has got significantly better and richer because I've listened to more people in the last couple of years, right? And I've implemented their advice, and I trusted the process, when it was presented to me, right? I didn't go, like when I met Andy, and shout out to Rudd for introducing us to Andy, and I'm like, this guy's like used to be CFO for a $7 billion a year company. What's he gonna know about my little business? Do you know what I mean? And I just sit there and I listen to Andy, and I'm like, geez, where you been all my life? Do you know what I mean? I needed him a long time ago, And I had many people along the journey try to be like an Andy. Though no one's as good as Andy. Let's put that out. I'll just put that to bed right now. But there's many people who try to help me with numbers and finances and balance sheets and all that wonderful stuff that, you know, Andy loves. So, and I got Chris McLean, you know, I've got like other people in our circle as well that are like really, really good. I'm like, and Chris is gonna watch this video and goes, you still don't listen to me. So let me phrase this a little bit though. I do listen to Chris. I just take time to make a decision when he and Andy and other people give me advice, because I need to play defense, and I'm like, if we do this, what's the repercussion? So, because I just want to put that in there. Some people are going to be watching this going, doesn't even listen to his own advice. I go, I do, but I just, as the CEO of 2 companies, 3 probably, you know, I've got to go, all right, I heard you loud and clear, trust me, I heard you, and I'm listening, but I'm like, if we change that thing, there might be other things that break, right? So just want to put that out there before Chris messages me later and he wants to bash me or something. So, but yeah, look, I hope this is making sense, right? And at the end of the day, it's your duty, I feel, your duty as a business owner, to fucking listen to as many people as possible so you can get as far along this journey and as high as you can go in your journey as possible, because at the end of the day, you're in business to build a sizable business. The sizable business is going to give jobs and careers and hope and allow people to have dreams and so forth by potentially working in your business or buying your product, right? So a lot of people do not think about this. They're like I coach e-commerce brand owners, right, to build really, really good e-commerce brands and work less and make more money and get their products out to as many people as possible. Like, I'm super fortunate, you know, example, super fortunate that I got 2 amazing friends now, Sarah and Chris Haynes, and I started coaching them to sell kids' toys. Now they sell a lot more kids' toys, right? So more kids are happier, you know, their parents are happier. Like, these guys work like dogs. I'll say that. They work really, really hard, do you know what I mean? Both of them, and their team and everyone in our team are helping them. But they get it. And I was talking to Chris the other day, and he's like, I want to do a big event where we do like, bring a whole bunch of kids and we go to the zoo, or we do an event, or maybe special kids or disadvantaged kids or something, you know. He can't do that. Well, he's a little, tiny little toy box, toy store, can he? He wants to get it bigger and better and, you know, be able to do that, and then bring his daughter along and be like, hey, look what we're doing here, right? So same with any business, you know, there are exceptions to the rules, you know. I won't get into, I won't try and upset too many people on the call, but, you know, more people don't need candles. I'm pretty vocal about maybe don't start a candle business, but, you know, a lot of other businesses, they need whatever it is you sell, you know. So please, again, I'll wrap this here. When people rock up in your world, especially when you've been waiting for a very, very, very long time, like I speak to people that go, oh, I've been trying to do this for 10 years, 20 years. I'm like, yeah, we finally did it. I'm like, okay. And then I'll be like, well, I'm here, or this guy's here, or this dude's here, we're ready to help you. Well, I'm not ready. I can't afford it. But I'm going on a holiday, and I bought a caravan, and I bought a boat, blah, 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 blah. Maybe I'll come back a little bit later and do some work with you. Alright? I'm like, okay, maybe I won't be here later to help you. Maybe this person might be here later to help you. And then maybe you'll miss the opportunity. So, if this resonates with you, and you feel like there's friends, family, whatever, your husband, your wife, that need to hear this, please tag them on the video. Please share this. I'd love it if you share it. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to other crap, because this is just going on my Facebook and my TikTok and wherever else I decide to share it. But I hope you got some value out of this video. I hope you know, there's probably a bit of ranting in it, which these are never going to be polished videos. They're not going to be full of dumb bloody like animated things to keep your attention and cut away and do all that shit. That is like, I'm just going to sit here and talk, and I hope you guys get value out of it. And on that note, I'll see you in the next one.